In Counter-Strike, unexpected choices can either completely ruin your round or create something unforgettable, and today's topic is exactly that. Hey everyone, Dale here. We're taking a closer look at two pistols that always spark debate: the legendary Desert Eagle and the underrated R8 Revolver. Which one is truly worth your buy, and which one is just collecting dust? Let's find out. Let's start with the fan favorite, the Desert Eagle, or simply the Deagle. This pistol is pure dominance. One clean headshot and your opponent is instantly questioning all their life choices. That's why nearly every player picks it up. It's about style, power, and those highlight reels that rack up millions of views. And with so many gorgeous skins available, sometimes players buy it just to flex rather than to frag. Now on to the underdog, the R8 Revolver. Most players forget it even exists, but don't count it out just yet. This gun is heavy, awkward, and looks like a meme, but in the right hands, it's a monster. Master it, and suddenly you're turning eco rounds into horror shows for your opponents. Underrated? Definitely. Useless? Far from it. See the promo code on the screen. Don't wait for a lucky chance. Luck is already on your side. Enter the promo code on our website and collect top loot from GGDROP. Have fun hunting! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the arena. In the left corner, the Desert Eagle. In the right corner, the R8 Revolver. Let's go round by round. Round 1, magazine size. Deagle has 7 shots, the R8 packs 8. Sure, technically an advantage, but let's be honest. Nobody survives long enough to fire that 8th bullet anyway. Score 0-1 R8. Round 2, armor penetration. Both at 93.2%, but the Deagle reloads a hair faster, literally 1/100th of a second. It's meaningless, but rules are rules. Score tied, 1-1. Round 3, movement speed. With the Deagle, you're sprinting at 230 units per second. With the R8, you're jogging at 220. That's enough to feel like you're dragging an anchor. Deagle takes the lead 2-1. Round 4, price tag. R8 is $600, Deagle $700. That's an eco-friendly discount, so the score evens again, 2-2. Round 5, damage. The Deagle hits for 53, but the R8, a whopping 86. That's not a pistol, that's handheld artillery. R8 pulls ahead, 2-3. But here comes the knockout punch. Fire rate. Deagle, 267 rounds per minute. R8, a tragic 85. That's not firepower, that's Grandpa found his revolver. Deagle slams back with a 10-point swing, ending the match at 12-3. Your champion and undefeated king of eco rounds and highlight reels, the Desert Eagle. Let's be real for a second. If you're a beginner, the choice is simple. Buy the Deagle and enjoy life. It's the ultimate all-rounder, clutch situations, eco rounds, or just flexing in front of your team. One lucky headshot and suddenly you're the next simple, even though you just spammed left click and prayed. But hey, style points count. Now for the seasoned veterans, the R8 can actually become your secret weapon. It's basically the Dark Souls of pistols. At first it humiliates you every round, you miss, you rage, you scream into the mic. But once you master it, the thing transforms into a demolition tool. The stopping power is so ridiculous that enemies hesitate to peek you. So yeah, if you're new, the Deagle is your best buddy. But if you've been around, know your timings and economy, and love high-risk plays, the R8 can give you those WTF just happened moments that make the whole server lose their minds. Now for the juicy part, real pro play examples. At Blast Premier, Fall Groups 2024, Navi's JL pulled out an R8, and not just for fun, he dropped a quad kill with it against Big in an official match. Imagine being on the receiving end of that. Wait, did we just lose an eco to a revolver? That's not just a round loss, that's an emotional scar. And that's the magic of the R8. Nobody expects it. Teams prep for Deagles, maybe a P250 or two. But an R8? It's so rare that when it works, it completely breaks your opponent's brain. Surprise factor is just as deadly as aim in CS2. Add to that the $600 price tag, and it's a legit eco tool. Sure, it's slow and clunky, but if your hand doesn't shake, you can flip an entire round with just 1 or 2 shots. The R8 is like a joker card. You don't use it every game, but when you pull it at the right time, your enemies will be complaining about it on Twitter for a week. So, here's the verdict. The Desert Eagle remains the king. Versatile, reliable, and always meta. One clean headshot and you're instantly in the highlight reel. But the R8? It's not just a meme. Sure, it's slow, awkward, and unforgiving, but in the right scenario, it can absolutely flip around on its head. And I honestly think as CS2 evolves, the revolver might carve out its own niche. Bottom line, the Deagle is all about consistency and hype, while the R8 is about surprise and pure chaos in voice chat. Choose based on your style. This is Dale signing off. Drop a like, leave a comment about your go-to pistol, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!